Thank you again for listening to Heart on Fire podcast, or if you're viewing, we appreciate you all. And if you would like or subscribe or follow wherever you are tuning in, feel free to. And feel free to follow us on our Instagram page at heartonfire.podcast. And of course, we always want to empower you and say you are enough. And now let's continue on with the show. All right, here on the red carpet at the 25th anniversary Beverly Hills Film Festival internationally, I am Maui Santos of the Heart on Fire podcast, and I'm so grateful to be able to interview Gregory. Thank you so much. How are you?
Thank you. It's a pleasure. I'm great. I'm in Hollywood.
Yes.
It's a great moment. I'm thankful. We are screening a movie at the TCL. First time ever.
First time ever. I love that. And what is the name of your film, just to highlight that?
It's called Verflechtung, and that's a German word for intertwining. The production is from Switzerland. I'm from Switzerland, born and raised. So, yeah, it's a sci-fi horror, kinda.
Awesome.
And yeah.
And what is it about this film that drew you to being able to develop the character that you get to showcase?
Yeah, that's an interesting question because I'm playing a character. What was the question exactly?
So what is it about it that drew you in more to this character that you get to showcase?
Yeah. So it is about a character who implants a chip in his brain. It's kind of like that Neuralink topic. And I am a very spiritual person, and I've been on a spiritual path for 10 years almost, and I finally got to know Jesus. So what I had to do is do a lot of meditation to become that AI creation and fill my heart with love, and at the end to let go of that love, to know everything, be everything, but finally be empty, void. So that's the thing.
Thank you for sharing, and that's so powerful and moving. What is it about being in this industry that draws you even more so to be able to kind of bring to life characters like you shared just a moment ago?
Because I believe that entertainment is here to touch people, entertain people, but also to move them and to reflect and to see the world with a different perspective and think about our actions in this world, because every action matters and can change the world to a better or worse place.
Absolutely. Well, those are very powerful comments. I don't know if there's a closing thought that you want to share with your viewers and let them know why you should be able to impress yourself on this kind of medium.
Love your neighbor.
Receive that. Well, how can we follow you, Gregory?
I actually do have an actor's profile on EuropeanFilmmakers.com, Gregory Reymont, and that's it for the moment. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing here at the festival, and we look forward to things to come your way.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And understood. I received so much love from you, and feel free to watch more of the content at the heartonfire.podcast. I'm Maui Santos. Bye now. Hello again, Maui Santos, Heart on Fire podcast. We're here on the red carpet of the TCL Chinese Theaters, highlighting the 25th anniversary of the Beverly Hills Film Festival. And I'm here with the beautiful, lovely Kimmy Seltzer. How are you?
I'm good.
Oh my God, it's so good to be here with you.
You too.
It's incredible being here. What does it mean to you to be here on this red carpet?
I love it. I love the energy. I love the creativity that's in the air. And there's, I think so many stories behind the movies that are made. I think that's what we're seeing.
Yes.
And as we interview different people, and, I think we all always come from our own story, really.
Of course.
Right? I think that's what kind of thrust us into what we do. I know that was true for me.
100%. And I love that, like, all these creators, they're not even just coming from, in the US, it's international, just to highlight that part. So I know that you have a little bit more of a background besides, being in the industry and being able to do media. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, yeah, and it sounds like, and then I do this, and then I do that.
Right.
But I am a therapist by training. I'm a dating strategist, and I'm an image consultant. And it's a mouthful to say I help people look and feel their best so that they attract what they want.
Of course.
And really, it is. It's like when we feel good about ourselves, that's when we attract love. That's when we attract opportunity. I also have an improv background, so I do like to have fun, and I even make my clients do improv, you know, to get them out of their head and more like in that playful state, because that's what's attractive. So like flirting is a big part of my business. I'm just going to say that. I practice that, I teach that, and I preach that. And in fact, we had that happen today.
We did.
Yeah, because we met this like amazing man. He's an Italian filmmaker, right?
Yes, Moro to be exact.
Yeah,
Yes.
and we were talking about how the Italian culture, they're like just natural flirts, and we were talking about the different components of flirting.
Yes.
And one of the key components that we both came up with is that state of playfulness. That people, so many people are serious and they're in their head. And when you just play and you just are, all the magic happens, like what's happening right now.
Totally. And I love that. And it doesn't matter like what you're wearing, it's all about your attitude and perspective. And I like how you highlight that, and you do so well. And I can't wait to eventually hear more about what it is that you do. Can you tell me a little bit more about how you got into that training? Because that's a very curious, and it takes a lot more details than just being able to give people a positive perspective.
Well, I know we only have 5 minutes. I have like a long story and a short story, and actually I did a TEDx talk on this, so you can go and see my talk, because I do come from my own story. Really, like I was a therapist for many years, and I was married at the time, and we all am from Chicago, and we all picked up and we moved across the country. We land here in La La Land in LA, and we ended up doing what all the other people here do. We get a divorce. I like to blame LA, but the truth is that it would have happened anyway, really. But there I was all alone in my like new place with no friends, not knowing what to do with my new life. And here I was, a therapist.
Curious, yeah.
Right, so I was like, I should know better. So I did what I taught and I believed to be true, and that is I got help myself. But then I almost became in a state of like analysis paralysis, right? Like I did the work. I was doing the work. I was doing the inside work. And then it became an excuse, because people would say to me, Kimmy, when are you going to go out and date? And I'd say, oh, I'm just doing the work. Cut to 8 months later. Kimmy, when are you going on a date? And I was like, I'm just doing the work. And so then I just found myself like really just in fear. That was what it was. So then one day I decided to do something very untraditional.
Okay.
And that was go shopping. And the reason that is like I didn't look like this. I wasn't black, but it was like ginormous black clothes. I was hiding, disheveled hair, flip-flops, and I just took a hard look in the mirror one day, and I was like, what have I become? I was this frumpy, sad mom with 2 kids. And I'm like, who could love a mom? Like it was that like limiting belief. Yeah. So I go shopping. This is where it all happened.
Therapy, retail therapy.
You said it doesn't matter what you wear, but it actually does. And that's what happened is when I went shopping, this personal shopper, she held up a red dress. She says, ma'am, I think you should try this on. I tried it on. I twirled around like Cinderella. And I looked in the mirror. I was like, I'm a princess.
Yes.
And literally, that's when my life changed. It was that like almost Disney moment. And I wore that dress. I went out into the world, and all this magic started happening. People started noticing me, including men. And I actually became kind of scared and realized that, wow, this whole time I was just scared of being seen. It wasn't anything but that. And so I just got used to being seen. And so fast forward to now,
Yes.
instead of working from the inside out, I work from the outside in. And I use my charisma quotient formula. It's the name of my podcast now.
Yes.
And, you know, that's why now I really love teaching people that sexy confidence, sending signals and marketing yourself in a way so that someone gets to know you. Because we all have fears. We all have
Yes.
trauma.
We do. And I appreciate your share, and I thank you for your vulnerability. And there's so much depth that you clearly encompass. So yeah, it does matter what you wear. But what I'm trying to also re-emphasize what you're saying, it's like you got to do the work within, and then being able to make that be your stepping stone. So she was able to work from in and work it from the outside to the in, and I love that. And is there any last thoughts that you want to share with the rest of the audience?
Yeah, I would say that start small. You know, like no matter what you do, whether you're making a film, you're putting out a podcast, you're trying to find a date, it's overwhelming to think of the end game. Mm-hmm. But by taking those small steps, that's what's going to really help you get to the finish line.
I freaking love that. I freaking love you.
I love you.
Oh my gosh, how can we follow your journey?
Yeah, well, you can go to KimmySeltzer.com is my website, at Kimmy Seltzer, all my socials, or you can find my podcast at Charisma Quotient.
Amazing. Well, you heard it here first at the Heart on Fire podcast. Maui Santos signing off. Thank you so much. Bye now. Hello, I am Maui Santos, Heart on Fire podcast. I'm here at the 25th Anniversary International Festival of Beverly Hills, and I'm here with Matteo Saradini, a filmmaker, and he is so talented, and I'm so glad that you're here with us.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit more about your film that's being showcased here?
The name of the movie is Informa Crooks, and it's a noir film. It's a black and white movie. It's like a homage to noir cinema. It's a crime story. Mm-hmm. It stars Bailey Coppola and other three very talented actors that are local. And the story is a lot of fun.
I love that.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So come see it.
Come see it. We're here at the TCL Chinese Theater.
Yes.
Just to highlight that. So normally, there are a lot of hiccups and bumps along the way.
Yes.
What challenge did you have to overcome for this particular film?
Well, the challenge was the time that it took to film. We only had 10 days to film it, not a lot of time.
Yes.
Very shoestring budget, but we managed to get it done. And the post-production process was a little longer because we had to fix a lot of things. We're using a new technology, fairly new technology in the movie. That is the integral part of the story that you see, and obviously you enjoy. And that's the most challenging part. I'll say, like all the technical aspects. Let's put it this way.
Understood.
Yes.
Are you able to highlight that particular technology?
Yes, of course. Yes. It's at that time when we shot, it was the first time that it was used in a feature film, and it's called Sputnik, and it's like 360 degrees, like Snoricam, patented by Snoricam. It was very famous because like this body camera that you can attach to the body of the person.
Okay.
That Sputnik connects, and it was used also in Bad Boys 4 or 3, in one of the Bad Boys movies. After us, so we're the first one to test it.
The first ones, you heard it here first.
Yes, exactly.
I love that. What allowed you to want to get this particular film off the ground?
Well, I mean, it came about because we wanted to make a movie with the lead, Bailey Coppola. It was part of the famous Coppola family.
Yes.
And we had a script, and I wanted to make a movie in two different locations, actually one location only, make it very, very simple, and just the idea of make something very experimental too, because it's not easy to see a black and white movie anymore.
Of course.
But it's the challenge. I think we won the challenge because the movie is engaging. We think it's a lot of fun, and hope everybody can see it. So yes.
Absolutely. If there is a one message that you want to send out, not only with your film, but just to creatives at large.
Yes, aspiring filmmakers that want to make a movie, just go and do it. Don't wait too long. Do it as fast as you can, and obviously, so you're gonna learn a lot. And that's my experience too. I made a movie 20 years ago, and it was my first experience, and I made a lot of mistakes, but I'm really proud of it because that was my film school. So That's the message.
Amazing. Appreciate you, Matteo. Thank you so much
Welcome.
for. You better follow this individual. It's gonna be such an amazing journey to be able to watch the film and then see him through. So thank you again, Matteo. I'm Maui Santos, Heart on Fire podcast. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye now. Oh my God. Yeah. She done, son. She been done. She done did it.